Is that a new one? Feels like a new one. Strap into your butts, boys. I mean, it's a good thing, man. New story, new characters, new peoples, you know? Pretty sure my music is already maxed out. Fucking little ass map. Little ass map. Ojika gave us good news. We made ready to set sail at the moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Aaronville himself. That's the rabbit kid, right? There's Rabbit Dude. Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasions, but the Gleaners Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tyrol. There'll be other passengers, researchers, and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Aaronville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have the ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. I'm good, man. Set me up. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tyrol, yes? We've not forgotten. The nation of Tuliola is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become a Dawn servant. In addition to that, Alphanon and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tyrol, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. AKA new people, new shit. Yeah. We'll persuade this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. Is that weapon a transmog in the game? I kind of want that shit for my warrior whenever I finish leveling him up. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right? Crow? Nod. Yes. As far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet, oddly enough, we have no record of the investigation in our archives and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. Nod check. Nod check. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I'm part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as a guide. This guy feels like he doesn't want to be here. Aaronville's like, why am I here, bro? Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What have you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Can you imagine if they reacted to you being a different race? Being like, weren't you 2 feet tall yesterday? I've grown. Hoist sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. We won't make you Dawn servant by standing here and talking about it. Ha, a man of action. Right. Then if all is still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready for depart. Oh! Dude! Pentanod! All at the same time. You rarely see that in Final Fantasy. You see like a nod, a double nod, followed by a triple nod. That was probably you guys don't even notice. That was like a rare occurrence. That was like a pentanod. 5 people nodding at the same time. That's just no joke, bro. That's no joke. Pentanod is like a sign of good things to come. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Wait, I'm already level 91 from leveling through the end of Endwalker. Does that mean I could do the dungeon now, the new one, or do I still have to unlock it? Bye. Still got to unlock it. Okay. But I can still do a roulette, right? A daily roulette to get some EXP.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
That music, though. Is that a new track for exploration?
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bluefiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Admiral what? How do you say that? Bluefiswin? Yo, this is gonna be one of these expansions where we're gonna have a hard time pronouncing everything. Admiral Bluefiswin. The fuck is kind of name is that? Who comes up with these names, bro? Like, who comes up with these fucking names?
But my voyage here was uneventful enough, disappointing me so.
The hell?
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience,
That's the Limsa leader? I don't remember that dude's name.
which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
Good.
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
Yeah, we'll meet for sure.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Cattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
I already have the level 80 relic.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamat.
All right, Leonardo DiCaprio, calm down. Yeah, I don't have the level 90 relic. I mean, I have the 80 relic, the one that lights up and shit. I'm wearing it right now. No more Lala. Nope. I fulfilled my fuck cancer charity goal. I played the Lala for the entirety of Endwalker. Huh? What do you mean? Yeah, I did already, yeah. I'm back to being a row. Yo, look at those water graphics, dude.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
The fuck?
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Nope, I have none. Just want to kill some things and, you know, do stuff. But I guess I'll go talk to everybody. Lay down the foundation of the new storyline.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Like, why couldn't we just get like on a Sid airship to get here instead? Why do we have to go on boat? You know, like we have airships, right? Like, maybe they'll explain it later in some way. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. God, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tyrell, it's becoming practical. Wait, was he acting dumb on purpose? Besides, our mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. Me dumb. You good. Hello, you. Not enough fuel for the ship. Maybe. But you probably could have powered it with ether. Could have taken like an ether current over there, you know? My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Ketenram. You know, the first Eorzeans to set foot on Tyrell almost 80 years ago. The Mamuljal's leader is said to have welcomed Ketenram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. Really? What the fuck? Here, welcome to our land. Take these spoons and forks with gracious honor. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back, potatoes or popotos, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales say Ketenram returned to Tyrell several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is a testimony to the ocean's peril. Oh. Bro, is this going to be one of those, like, fucking cliche token, this ship is about to, like, crash and whatever, we got to swim our way over or some shit? An adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Ulda, specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Tyrali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this, it is not uncommon for various races to be referred to instead by the name of certain clans. For the Mikote, the Hesaro, the Hrothgar, and the Brawl, not because every member of a given clan of the same race, mind you, but because many individuals of said race are associated with the clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Okay. So don't be racist. Got it. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who'll be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are four clanmates? Claimants in the right of succession. Your young Wuklamat being one of them, of course. But from what a Mamujal bloke was telling us, the other three are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on a third promise. Don't know what that means. Where's my last guy to talk to? The names are just getting worse. This guy's name is Bujantane. Oh, this will be my first visit to Tyrell. Bonjantane's the name. I was working at Eshtame's Aesthetics in Ulda, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlayan in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized a chance to board this vessel when I overheard from another passenger I suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn Servant welcomes all regards of origin, and so Tuliolal seems like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. My man just wants a job, bro. He's just looking for a job, dude. Did you learn anything of interest? Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should have Wuklamat and Aaronville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Flagentine sounds more like French. Flagentine. I don't know how to say it like in French. Here we go. Storms are coming. Ship's gonna get wrecked. Are we gonna have a Titanic moment right now?
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
There we go. There it begins. The token storm. Is she gonna puke?
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Truth.com.
Aaronville, you were born in Tyrol, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name.
Oh, shit.
As for my mother...
Come on, Final Fantasy. Well, here we go.
We're in the teeth of it now, lads. Reef that sail before the mast snaps.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Oh, the elves are watch. This wind's too strong to take in your sail.
Shit.
Off the mast. We need help. Get in below decks first. Quickly, before he's washed overboard.
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since.
Damn.
The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling.
Iceberg straight ahead.
This Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Damn. I turned the lights on. You're welcome.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses.
Oh, magical defenses.
And thereby shield us from the lightning.
See, we're fine now.
What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Wuklamat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
She's sick as fuck, dude. She's sick as fuck. Activate warp shields. Black alert. Black alert.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, this ain't our first rodeo. Oh man, the bar's messed up. The alcohol's gone. Where's the rum? But where's the rum though? Yeah, why is the rum gone? Oh, I think we're there. Look at those pecs, bro. I'm working on that incline. You know what I'm saying? Big chungus. The bird reveal, as we call it. Coming pretty soon.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
What's poppin'? Chillin'? MSQ time?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Oh, we're rowing from here on out? Let's go, baby. I'm Cuban. I'm no stranger to fucking rowboats. Let's go. Cuba, 90 miles, Key West. We good. Let's go.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
Jesus Christ.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Nod. Oh, that was a big nod, too. That was a pretty big one.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Oh,
Last,
shit.
we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Took off the hat. Looking all regal and shit now. Oh, that's it? I thought it would look like Charlene or something. Like it's just like a little island. How you doing today, huh? Title drop. Yoktaral, and Tuliolol. Yo, this place gives me Dazar lore vibes from WoW. Like the way it's layered upwards, almost like a pyramid. That's a little jazz music. Good time to eat my breakfast while we do this.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
She's like, do we gotta go through customs? I got some weed on me. This ain't good.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
That's funny.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
Ex-Brawl Landsguard.
We are.
That's a pretty nice armor he has on.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
Well, you better check your tone, dog. You know, fuck you talking to. God damn it.
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
Ah, right.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Word. I am very happy to be here. Very nice place. Very well layered. What's up, baby? Let me finish this breakfast real quick. Voice mod? No, it's just Final Fantasy. The fuck? Voice mod. Final Fantasy probably spends like 60% of their budget on dialogue and cutscenes, man. I mean, so far everything seems pronounceable. That's good. No, Final Fantasy, the main character never really has a voice in online. Now they've added, like, you know, like little cutscene options where you can choose, like, you know, a response. That's about it, though. That's it, baby. You want your breakfast? You're good. All right. Oh, that went down the wrong hole. That's what she said. So the later names are really bad. As long as I can pronounce them. Take a cent. Thank you for the 32 months. Appreciate it. All right. Well, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. Complete. You have arrived in Tuliolo. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charlayan. Can I just teleport between all the places? Or whatever. Right thing. First things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. Everybody who just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. Nod. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Okay, who are these guys? Kaluma, thank you for the 46 months. Appreciate it. Aha, we were wondering who these strange folk were, so the third promise has found ourselves some new followers then. Followers, question mark? Wuklamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I recruited them to help me with the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. This sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. As everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tenacity to command a respectful distance, but you're just too easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Wuklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then? King, you and Crow can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Ugh. Just puke already. God. Give them some, what is that seasickness pill? Dramamine or whatever? Give them some Dramamine already. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with that contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Aaronville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay. Mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yoke Tyrol, the southern landmass, the clans that produce various goods to export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring market. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. While you're accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way. Yep. Guess we can't mount here. Let's get the let's get all the aetheryte points first before anything else. You know, just so it makes it easier to travel around this entire area. Looks like there's only like 8 or so. Let's see, how do we get to these other ones, though? Dude, I can listen to this fucking music all day, bro. Like, no bullshit. This music is like super vibe. The composer cooked this expansion for sure. What's this one called? This one's called the Forod Captains. That was the Bayside Bevy. Oh yeah, I forgot that since this is a new expansion, we can't really fly anywhere until we... I guess you still got to find all the aetheryte winds or whatever to fly in the zone, yeah? Naturally. Yeah, the countdown's just wrong by 3 days. It's fine. It'll be fixed in the next couple of days. It happens. Regardless, we're still like a little less than 2 months away. Can I get to this next area? No, I think I gotta go back down and then around. Oh, wait, maybe. And then we could take this one back here and just go across the docks to get that one. And then there's like, what, 2 more? Yeah, 2 more up there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if 115,000 health is good or not. It's a lot of, I mean, it's not even that much HP. Especially coming from WoW, now that WoW is back up to like the bazillions. You know? Let's go back to the main area. Although, like I said, I am pretty anxious to find out like what they're going to do in Final Fantasy once people hit level 100. Like, you know, the next expansion after this, are they going to just keep going to 110, or are they going to, you know, like squish the leveling back a bit or something? I don't know. I guess as long as the HP pools don't get affected, it shouldn't matter too much. But I could see them, you know, looking at WoW as an example and saying, hey, do we really want to get to like level 120? You know? Yeah, exactly. I would love to see his attempt at a squish, you know? It says there's 3 more. 1, 2. Where am I missing? It says I'm missing a 3rd somewhere. Thank you, Dink1487. Appreciate it. A fresh character to 100? I mean, I think you can boost, right? Pretty sure. Oh. Can I not access this upper area? Oh, yeah, I can. I just got to go... Oh, I think I know where I got to go. I got to go here and then kind of go up this way. I think. Right, so you boost to 90, I think, and then you still have to do like some, a little bit of Endwalker stuff to get to Dawntrail. I mean, to be fair, Final Fantasy has never made it easy to like kind of just like jump into the game and get right to like what's going on. There's always, you know, that's where there's a difference between people that start playing today and people who've been playing for 10 years. If you're caught up, good, you're caught up. If you're not, there's a couple of loops and, you know, a couple of loops you got to go through. But I mean, it's never the kind of game where you have to be rushed to play it, you know? It's not like there's seasonal content that you're going to be like, "Oh, I'm behind," you know? I think most players are just happy doing the story, doing crafting, and then, you know, just, you know, even just doing like a lot basic alliance raids and shit is okay for most people. I mean, for anyone here who plays Final Fantasy full time, right? Or anyone who plays a lot, if I were to say to you, how much percentage of the entire population of Final Fantasy 14 online does, you know, Savage and above, what would that percentage be, right? It would almost be like, it would have to be less than 1%. I wouldn't even consider those people like the 1%ers. It would have to be less. Like, I don't know, there's like a Warcraft logs or something, but I don't know. You think 10% of the population does Savage or higher? That's a lot. That's a lot. "75% sit in Limsa." True. Look, man, you want to play Final Fantasy, you want to have a good time, you hang out in Limsa, bro. Limsa's where you go. People out there rocking out. Fucking Led Zeppelin and shit. I don't know. They're doing all kinds of musical stuff with add-ons and shit that they shouldn't be using, but they do it anyway. Yeah. Have a good time at the market. Oh, can you bring some like berry? Oh, you already have berries and stuff, right? So that I can mix up for breakfast, like oatmeal with fruits and stuff mixed into it. I mean, it doesn't matter whether I like it or not. I have to have it every now and then. Okay. Yeah, all those. All of the above. All right. Yo, where's this last Aetheryte? Bright Plume Post? Where's that one at? Is there like more areas to this place if you go out here? I feel like I'm missing one somewhere and it's like hidden behind another icon or something. Anyone know where that last one is? I think it's I think that's the one you're at. What? No, because I already learned this one. Oh wait, that is Blight Boom Post. Oh, I'm already at that one. Gotcha. Let me see. I guess if you're at the one that you're at, it doesn't count, right? Yeah, it grazed that. Okay, so we have all of them. All right, cool. Back to the story. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Final Fantasy is not one of those games where everyone participates in like the end game, so they're not really like ever rushed to or Yoshi P never wants you to feel rushed. Like you have to like catch up to people. Even like the gearing in this game is very straightforward, right? Like you do your dungeons, you get max level, and then it's always the same thing. You farm poetics, right? You get that base gear up until a certain point, and then you can't get any more. Then the extremes come out, right? You do the extremes, that fills in the slots for the other pieces of gear. And then crafting usually happens in like a week or something, right? I don't know when crafting happens, but then eventually crafting unlocks, I think, the week of the raid, so that people can't get geared before the raid, right? Like the formula has literally been the same since the beginning. Like it just doesn't change. Whereas in like WoW, our gearing changes every expansion, but hopefully the crest system is going to be the main system going forward forever. It's a good system for casuals. I don't want to dismiss. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliolo's largest marketplace. Being right in the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. All right, I should mention that here in Tuliolo, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trades is coming from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also Wachu Mekimek. What kind of word is that? Another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Waku Mekimek. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to the certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Okay. I mean, technically speaking, my War Within timer is correct. That is the official launch of the game. It's just not the early access. But all in all, we might end up having to change it anyway, because knowing Blizzard, they'll do their drops and, you know, sub for a mount thing on the release day, not the early access. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Tuliolo? I think I told you before, but my brother Koana spent 3 years studying in Charlayan. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed up to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Do you know the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the right. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Zaktural. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Landsguard. Bright Post, you say? I just so happens to have an Aetherite portal there. Yeah, pre-patch should be on the 23rd. Maybe on the 16th, who knows? But I mean, it's already what? Today's like the 5th, the 6th, whatever. The 6th? I mean, it'd be kind of weird if they were to announce pre-patch next week, but knowing Blizzard with their release schedules, maybe. Here we are, Blight Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliolos and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoral Jah took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphanon and Alizé should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time. I showed you the Sky Gate is right at the northern end of the Talon Mark. Well... Dude, I bet you the composers of this game had like a crazy jam session while making the soundtrack for this expansion. You know? Doop doopity doo. Doop doopity doo da. That's a big ass fucking gate. Massive, isn't it? On the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yok-Hui. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents. Yok-Tural, the southern lands of the mother, and Zok-Tural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale, I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Zok-Tural, those lands are also part of the Tuliolo nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural have been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands that put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Yes, please, open the big fucking door. Crossing the bridge to Zok-Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm done, sir, but until then, you'll have to wait. Time-gated content, that's all I hear. I'll hold you to that. The Yok-Tua, the Hok-Tua, sure. I've never broken my word. Once it's thrown in his mind, the travel permit is yours. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliolo is unlike any other city I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Oh, 645 gear. Was that a weapon? I mean, to be fair, I already have a 660 weapon, right? Yeah, it's like a D grade. When do the upgrades come along? We'll head west next towards the Arc of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too. Tuliolo certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We'll get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. Let's rock. First dungeon dropped 650. Oh, so you could farm that shit? Why? You could have used it on other jobs. I really don't play many other jobs besides tank, honestly. The Arc of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so to speak. So if you have the scenes that interest you, let's go. All right. They're going to accompany us on our journey. All right, where are we going next? What's that closer to? Okay, that's just like south of us. Yeah, I'm not going to have time to even give gear to another character. TL Smith, thank you for the 14 months. Appreciate it. I'm a gunbreaker. I go pew-pew when I tank. Or pa-pow. Bang, bang. Yeah, I got my words like 45. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. Actually, can I pay for a job boost? Like, can I just pay to have my warrior be like 90 tomorrow? Because since I already did the story on this guy. Oh. I should probably do that. How much is that? What's that going to run me? 25 bucks? That's not too bad. This was originally the site of the Yok-Hui Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Zok-Tural to appease the gods who slumber in the great ocean trench. After the Yokui withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace sitting practically in the center of Tyrol. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliolo. We'll climb these set of stairs here all the way up. Wait, what the fuck was that? Dude, I would literally pay $50 right now to boost both my paladin and my goddamn fucking warrior. The stairs leading up the peak can get pretty steep. Careful to not fall. Okay. No, where's Kryl? I'm trying to click on fucking Kryl. There you go. What does she think? The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what the carving at the top represents. Yeah, dude, 100%. This is like the Zarlor vibes for me, but like in a Final Fantasy foresty kind of way. Like how the whole place is just like layered at the bottom. You have all the professions and the crafting and the stores, and at the top you have like, you know, Rastakhan or whatever. Oh, this jam right here, bro. Do they have a boss fight with just this music? Because that'd be fucking epic. You know what I'm saying? There is better. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yukturel clans. Mamulja, Brawl, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, and Hanu Hanu. We also have Tonawata, Hisaro, Shatona, who moved from the south from the ancestral lands of Zaktural. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tyrol. A true representation of Tuliolo's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the electric cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. It's like the Final Fantasy themes, but like in a jazz, right? Like you're listening to the music, right? It's like this. It's like the songs from previous expansions, but like jazz mode. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? Yo, why do I keep seeing a void portal every time I walk around? Is that like another job doing that? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you only find balloons in Tuliolo. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Koana bought back the plans from Charlene, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements, trade with frontier communities. Have never been easier. That's enough about dirigibles. The Ark of the Dawn awaits. The what? Who? Oh, that's a Reaper doing that? Okay. I'm like, is that Zero talking to me in void form or something? Like, what's going on right now? Yeah, this shit right here, I just keep seeing it. I'm like, what is going on? So apparently a Reaper's just doing the quest ahead of me or something. Bro, I just want to talk to you. Jesus Christ. It's hard to click on people in that little circle. This is it. The Ark of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Turall's Land Gate, but when Papa founded Tuliolo, everyone began using its present name in honor of the great achievement. Through this gate is Kozama Uka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamuka, the name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Thank you, Molar. 3005. What's going on, man? 305 with the 52-monther. Ah, those are alpacas, fearsome four-legged fiends. What? How the fuck are alpacas fearsome? I mean, I've seen some videos on TikTok, but, you know, fearsome, they seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Crow. You'll learn soon enough. Wait till they spit on you. They give you the Haktua. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Teeny Priest with the 18 months. Appreciate you. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliolo, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Wait, so going back to like the character boosting, so if I boost my other characters to 90, does the game give you like specific job gear, or is it still you just whatever gear you have in your inventory is what you get? Dr. Swoosh with the 72 months, appreciate it. Oh yeah, so you do get a free gear set. Might be worth it, honestly. Ugh. Wait, and you get 500k, Gil? God damn, that's like a WoW token. The following events cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. Well, here we go. Voiceover or not voiceover? My mouth needs a fucking break. That's what she said. Oh, minus the weapon? Okay. Pictures. Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamuja. Oh, then this must be... That's right. It follows the exploits of my father, Gulo Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliolo Saga. Oh, so these are like hieroglyphics, right? The deeds he performed and the bounds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliolo came to be. Study them as long as you like. Nod. The pillars tell the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket something. I can never remember the name. Okay. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tyrol is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It said that the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorers in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it assumed he was lost at sea. No, so that's the guy standing over there by himself and shit. Who's that? Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is a story when Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Kozumaka Uka. The people Alphanod almost mistook for Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. I would like to party with these people. This one. This one recounts the Lay of Repass. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of Zabral, whatever, like me. For decades, the Zabral and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end the conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliolo. Man, I just want to meet this chick's dad at this point, man. He seems like a pretty cool guy. There's a clan of Rothgar and Boja known as Halians. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tyrol, Zabral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Let's see. This one is a Lay of Pots, which depicts the Moblins of Kozama Uka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are a standard when it comes to gift giving. So these are goblins, except they're called Moblins. And they work in constructing and making lots of money. That seems familiar to me. I mean, they even almost look like little goblins, too. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Oh my God, there's a second half? 10 hours later, if you're done with the 15th half, we will move on to the 16th half. I mean, they're interesting stories. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu, whose homeland is in... wow, how do you pronounce that? I've been okay till this word. Urkopaka. Urkopaka. Okay. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the merchant clan. They oversee Tuliolo's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tyrol. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Close enough. It is what it is. Oh, this one's my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle when the legendary Turol Vidral Valagarmanda. I should explain, a Turol Vidral is a creature that's lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Valagarmanda. I think it's pronounced Valagarmanja, right? But I've been saying it Valagarmanda. I think everyone says it that way. Itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tyrol every time it stirred from its slumber. Why do I have a feeling that thing is going to be like a trial pretty soon? 80 years ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end after a great struggle. Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urkopaka Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valagarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeliness in Tuliolo's national emblem and adoring the banners at the palace. The Lay of Proof. The big fellow is the Yokui, the largest of Tyrol's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yok Tyrol. Having bought the southern reaches to heal, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Zak Tyrol. You'll recall the massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkopaka. I've never even had any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Tyrali history? Nobody knows. Yeah, I mean, this story is just fine. I mean, this is just like laying down the groundwork for everything you're probably going to see in the expansion, right? I don't know. If people were complaining about this, I don't. I see nothing. This is like normal shit in Final Fantasy. I don't know. This is normal to me. I think the beginning of Shadowbringers was super boring. This is actually interesting because it's like new stuff. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliolo's history, whatever that might be. Let me guess. It's going to be a picture of me with my friends at the end, like, you know, like doing the dab and shit. Had your fill of history then? Oh yeah, I'm good. Thank you. We're good. People just don't like Luke Lamat. I like her. She's fine so far. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while, but now I think I'm ready to eat again. Let's go and have ourselves a bit of local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Nod. Double nod. All right. Double nod is pretty good. Not enough to make a penta nod, but I'll take a double nod. Yeah, I think does this game still have like mixed reviews on Steam? It's mixed on Metacritic too. Fucking dumbasses. You ever had tacos? What? They're a Tuliolo classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. I can't say that I've ever had a taco. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at the fuck? Balya's Best? I'll just call it Balya's. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brooke Evu. Bro, you know shit's getting fucking weird in this game when tacos are the delicacy of the city. That's like Demolition Man. Tonight we dine in Taco Bell. Oh, that's good stuff, man.
Brooke Evo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
See, I like this guy. He's like not like Chipotle. He wants to pack it in with a bunch of meat.
Did you hear the Silver Scales are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Oh? Yeah. Oh.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Makes you think. What are we really here for? El Dorado.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
Lol. Yeah, we're here for the tacos, man.
Oh. Oh.
Bruh. Better watch your tone. Okay, he's pretty big. And he has two heads.
if it isn't the third promise.
Oh, no.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
You just call me salt?
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor. Glory on your name, brother.
I already want to stab these two in the eye so bad right now.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihyolal. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
To be fair, it's 2 versus 1. That's not fair. I'm just saying. What's the move, bro?
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
I don't think these fuckers have seen a Lalafell fight or Lalafell fight. You know what I'm saying? They're in for it right now, bros. Crowd's about to do a little paintbrush shit and fuck him up.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Damn.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of 3 clans. The Hubigo,
The Hubio.
the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a 2-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubiko and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Well, of course, they crushed your other tacos. I'd still eat it. It's still in the bag, if you ask me. You know, it's like whatever.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamat know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Tacos.
So it goes.
It's tacos. All right, give me a sec. I gotta go to the bathroom. but I'm back. Oh. Bro, you know what show I started watching yesterday? I started watching The Bear. Bro, that show is crazy, dude. Not only is that show crazy, that show is fucking stressful to watch. Good Lord. That's a stressful ass show, bro. Yeah, you know, the whole time I'm watching that show, what's the guy's name, Frack or whatever, I said to myself, bro, that dude looks so familiar to me. And then I realized that he's an actual chef in real life. He's like, I see him on TikTok all the time. Like, he's an actual chef, but he doesn't play one in the show. He's like the janitor guy, and he comes around, he fixes everything and shit. The big dude. Oh yeah, it's easy to binge watch. It's only like half-an-hour episodes. Yeah, I'm like, man, where have I seen this guy before? Good show though. I think I'm already almost done with the first season. All right, so we're time for the rite of passage shit. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliolo cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alphanon and the others at the palace. All right, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter or even the eastern side of the Talon March if you prefer. Now you have an idea how the city's laid out. I'll let you find your way to Volok Shunsa. She's like, I wanted to stay around and try the delicacies of this town. You mean tacos? My poor empty belly. Yeah, you know, sometimes that's, you know, delicacy is a delicacy. Oh yeah, we have the portal up there. That's why we did the Aetheryte portals early. He got a YouTube as well, yes? Who? No tacos for now. I thought the music would change once you get up here. You made it. Good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Once we get to Aaronville, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. That's why I went to go take a shit, because I knew that, you know, moments like these are usually bigger moments in the game. Get that out of the way, you know what I'm saying? I've equated the twins with the city as best I could in short time. The unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. 'Twas like herding a pair of unruly corals. That's funny. That is pretty funny. I understand it all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right, then now it's time that we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. The instinct kicked in. I mean, you kind of know in Final Fantasy when something's going down. It's like, ooh, big rite of passage thing, right? Like, let's fucking go. What in the fuck? My kind of place. Oh, is that a Stydian? Look at the Stydian.
Stydian? When did he get here?
How did he get there? First of all.
What's the point? Why is he here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't on the boat with us, right? Yeah, I don't think he was on the boat with us either. Like,
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
I got $5 in Estinian.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
What's up, gang?
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
Well, I mean, he left in 655, but did he say he was leaving here? I don't remember that.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
Oh? Yo, man, don't involve me in this shit. I don't want none of that smoke.
I see you, warrior.
Yeah, I see you too, motherfucker. Oh, he did say he was going west. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tyrrell.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
Itinerant.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solanesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawn Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! All-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Yo, who's the voice actor for him?
Then I shall leave you to it.
Sounds kind of familiar. Can we find that out?
Good fortune, my friends.
Who died? Kyrie Jackson? Who's that? Oh, this fucking guy.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja.
I could take him.
The second promise, Ona.
Yo, okay, stop it. Is that Grahatia in disguise, bro?
The third promise, Uklamat.
Stop it. Graha Blast Freeze.
Lasky, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja. You four will compete in the right of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position.
Time to collect that Social Security, dog. Let's go.
But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliola is young. And so I look to the always for inspiration.
What, oh, that's the name of the person who voice acts this dude? Hold on. It's because I know that voice from somewhere, from like a movie. Oh, was it Get the Gringo? Maybe that's where it is? So I can find him and Get the Gringo. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know who that actor is, voice actor is.
The right of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamuja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well.
You're adopted.
Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against.
No one cares, bro.
Oh, though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself.
A taco eating contest.
To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
Oh, there we go. He's like, well, I'm out. Oh, we have Krau. She can
If
find
I
anything.
may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
Oh?
I offer us proof, my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
All right, game plan is pretty easy here. Let's get a shit ton of
This was
alcohol.
before the founding of Tuliobal.
Get them fucked up.
I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions.
And he'll tell us where it is.
And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City.
I think that's a pretty solid plan, if you ask me.
I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
Has he been there the whole time? Where did he come from? Oh, the pillars. Or miniature versions of the pillars. Mini pillars.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Hey, look at you. You're learning.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clement, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
Which one do we get first? Oh dear.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
Do you know my granddad?
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the rights of succession.
He was like, nah, I ain't gonna help you. I mean, he's right, though. I mean, can't really tell her about what's going on, or else we would find it before everybody else does. Crowd just died inside.
Once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Hold on a second.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
So you're walking away like good for nothing. All right, let's get going. Gotta go. Let's go. Let's go find this El Dorado.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Oh, he knows. He knows. Oh, damn. It's like a party out here.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this? Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Why is this guy always so hell-bent on not wanting to do shit? Like, he lazy as fuck or something, bro. It's like he's trying to, like, low-key Jedi mind trick me into not wanting to go. And he's been doing this shit since the last expansion, man.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it.
Thank God Graha's not here.
Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I want to see where this journey leads.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then.
Thank you.
As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Well, here we go.
Here they come!
It's Saralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please.
Serelja.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought that dude went into the middle of the fucking court to take a selfie with him. That's what I thought was gonna happen. No bullshit. I thought he was going for a selfie.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilion son, blood heir to the Dawn servant, has heard your pleas.
Why didn't he say it? He's right there.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the landscape.
Wait, so the king of this place was in Final Fantasy XI?
Saralja, the palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
Oh? Alice?
He's a natural swordsman. A gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace.
The expansion is trying to pull all the Final Fantasy XI players.
You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Cryon, are you all right?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Baja Blast Graha.
Second promise. You must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant.
Okay.
If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
We're all
Here we have
doomed.
Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studium.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That's interesting. So, Did they actually show him during Endwalker in Shadowlane or whatever? Like, if we were to go back and watch like footage, would he be there? No. Okay. Just wondering.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
Ah, okay. He was incognito.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Sharlayan. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
There we fucking go.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Glabans.
Wow.
Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyolan. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty. Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Slaves. Got it. We don't want to be slaves.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
We will never be slaves. Bro, there's like 5 people cheering her on. That's sad as fuck. That's fucked up, man.
Emotional damage.
She's the underdog, dude.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share.
People leave.
It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies. It's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise. I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Damn, bro. Look at shit-talking gossipers.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
The lip syncing is getting a bit better in the game, I will say that.
Thank you, Namika.
You tell it, Grandma.
Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
I mean, to be fair, we have a Stinian on our side. That's kind of like cheating as it is. I mean, Warrior of Darkness, Savior of the entire world and other worlds and reflections and sources and 5th and 6th and 13th, right? Like, what the fuck's gonna beat us, man? Like, come on now, stop it. We got a scary little Lalafell on our side. Well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are 7 tablets and a connection to the Huliolo saga. I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars. We could check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go take a look. Really? Is that why people are upset at Wuklamat? That's so sad. People are stupid. People are dumb. Actually, not dumb. More like ignorant, really. You know? Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers. Yeah, they ignorant as fuck, dude. No, that's ignorant. That is ignorant. That's whatever, man. It's a video game, dude. When I play a video game, I honestly don't care much most of the time unless I really recognize the voice, like who's voice acting, as long as it tells a good story. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that matters. In the grand scheme of things, right? Like, is it good voice acting? That's it. Does that character make you feel like a sense of emotion or excitement when you play the game? That makes everyone. Wuklamat the tablets, if you would. Of course. Everyone has a tablet, and let's compare them to the respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. I mean, I'm assuming NJ probably Twitter profiles and stuff like that. People usually disclose that information nowadays. Usually how it goes. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we've established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawn Servant said we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting the Tyrell's peoples, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way. Then we have an answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tuliolo saga. Where do we begin? Tablet number 1. The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Damn, man. There's a couple of poor bastards just out there waiting for them to be found from these puzzles and shit. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold, the one involved the Pelu Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we touted the city about the storm we passed throughout the sea. Apparently, it's ravaged Yokturl several days ago. Since our roads are not well paved as Eorzea's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If you want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. We about to hire a tour guide? Thought this guy was our tour guide. It would be prudent to ensure we prepare to the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. Fetch me a carriage, young man. Yeah, unfortunately nowadays the internet is just a big hate train. You know, once one person starts hating, and then that kind of unravels it for people that probably don't even play this game, which is the fucked up part. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll have like one guy or one girl or anybody with like an opinion about, oh, this voice actress is whatever, and then that will bring in external hate from other sources of people that don't probably even play fucking video games and shit, right? Then it starts to get like all that like political and bullshit like that. Yeah, it's like a lobby of hate. I mean, I'm sure the person who voice acts knows it, but definitely not cool in general to have to be on the receiving end of that nonsense. That's right, the reservation is under Wuk Lamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companion to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you finish organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Balyav. We'll just call it Balyav, right? That's the one that I couldn't pronounce right. Greetings, visitors to Tuliolo, and welcome to the Forod's Cabins. Whenever you're ready, I will show you to your rooms. Oh, this is the inn, huh? Time to get some glamour. Words are hard. They're fucking super hard in this game. Are you kidding me? I probably pronounced maybe 25% of this entire game since 10 years ago correctly. Wait, is this like upstairs or is this outside? Oh no, it's actually here-ish. It looks like. Oh, the music is 100% 10 out of 10. Say Ankahet. Ankahet. Trust to be the keenest to head out, King. Ankahet. Ankahet. That's how you say it. Ready to swing dance if I could walk. But where are Aaronville and Wuklamat, I wonder? Oh, good. You're all here. I told you, man, the people composing this game probably had or this expansion probably had a sick-ass jam session for making the music of this zone, dude. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought, who better to get it than the locals? These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. That's a big-ass ugly bird. I give you credit for taking initiative, at least. What do you mean, at least? I'm honored that the third promise would seek my advice. I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Yeah, how do I know these little two fuckers or this little fucker and this big fucker is not working for the other guys, you know? We shouldn't trust anybody. That's all I'm saying, bro. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I bought these two. I bought these for the two of you. Oh, the old Final Fantasy 14 Invisible Exchange. What's this? Nothing. There's nothing in your hands, bro. This is called a Link Pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. Yeah, what does a real-life Link Pearl look like? It'll be very useful in our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. The Tuliolo saga features a number of Tyrell's clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village, Okuhanu, is located in Kozama Uka. The other, smaller fellow, is one of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkopaka. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Wachupelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't we put that adventurous instinct of yours to work, King? Pick our destination. Upon completing this quest, the main scenario will branch into two quest paths. Accepting the quest from the helpful Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting the quest from the approachable Pelu and vice versa. The second quest path will become available from the respective NPC once you have completed a series of quests from the first path. Furthermore, story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial choice of path. Speak with the NPC you prefer and embark on the trail of the rite of succession. Okay, so it's like a double. You just pick one or the other. Choices matter. Do they, though, really? At the end of the day, do they really matter? Eventually, you just do both, right? So it's like, you know? Yeah, Shadowbringers did the same thing. You just end up doing one or the other. I'm going to go with the Big Bird. The quest to Urkopaka will become available once you have completed the quest series with the helpful Hanu. To Kozama Uka. So what does you like to know? The route to Okanu. We go south through the Arc of the Dawn, then follow the road which alongside the Kozama Uka River is. Is that right? It is. Be warned, however, my brethren tell me the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart, and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing. Thank you. It's to split it for possible expansion issues. What do you mean? Now, I'm worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they were hit hard by that storm. Anyway, we're bound for Kozama Uka. We should head over to the Ark. We'll be back to you to talk to you in good time, Master Merchant. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill at Bayev's. It's all been arranged. You can eat all the tacos you want, my friend. All them tacos. Yeah, there's already plus sign quests here. What the fuck? Oh, hunts. Those are probably for hunts. All right, wait, so where are we going? Oh, we're going to the edge of the city. Should we start doing, like, the compass stuff early, you think? Like, looking for the ether, whatever things? They started doing the splits like in Endwalker to off-road server stress, so it's not everyone starting the expansion questing in the same zone. You know what? I understand that, but in Final Fantasy XIV, you're really not doing anything in the outdoor zones, right? I mean, I guess fates, right? Or maybe the people are doing fates and hunts, I guess. I don't know. Like, when I'm out there, like when we were doing Endwalker, I didn't see many people out anywhere because, you know, there's so much story that people go outside in, like, intervals, you know? The graphics overhaul they did looks great. Honestly, I don't notice it besides like the shadow and lighting, and that's about it. I don't know. I don't notice like a drastic change in graphics. I could see it like in the shadows for sure. Shadows, the lighting against the walls and the ground and certain objects and shit. People do side quests on MSQing. Side quests? What are those? Are we ready to leave? Nod. Then onward to Kozama Oka. Open the way. There's literally not even a door. Just dots. But those rocks look so smooth.
Kozamauka, the land of rainbow terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield. Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the Marcy Trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
Is he like the permanent narrator for like the whole expansion? He's done this twice already. Tarot Star, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate it.
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
Nod.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. I told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
Oh, he looks just like me. Well, that's how I made my row, you know? There's no stopping the third promise, is there? A good thing she has Aaronville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. We continue along this road. We should find ourselves in the village before long. Well, there's some nice events going on over here, over there. Earthenshire, many fires. I can mount up now. But I can't fly. Is there like an online map with all the aether currents? I mean, you can always just... Wow. There's one like literally right near us. What is that battle music, though? Oh, dear God. Oh, it's probably like up there at the top of that thing, I'm assuming. It's either up top or it's on this side. Yeah, it's up there. Let me just go up. The cup is usually enough. Yeah, true. I don't know. Sometimes there's maps that says here, go there. Yeah, as you can see, I like to take my time in expansions. There's no way I finish this MSQ before Once Human comes out on Tuesday. We might have to be hitting this up probably late next week too. Wait, where the fuck is it? What? Wait, did I just miss it or something? It says it's like right here. Is it underneath me? Oh, it's below the stairs. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, what's the little window that shows you how many you've found? What's that called? What's the keybind for that? Oh, here we go. I think it's aether currents. Oh, wow, there's a lot. So these are the ones that are normal. These ones are done from questing, right? From like side quests, I think. And the side quest ones are usually just pretty fucking easy. The last one for the quest is always MSQ related. Yeah. Now let's go to the city and see what's up over there anyway. Yeah, I'm kind of upset that I lost 4 hours, or well, 3 hours today to fucking downtime. That definitely was not expected. Literally woke up and it was like announced, like, I think it was announced within like 2 minutes of me waking up, like, downtime. I'm like, oh, okay. To be fair, man, 3 hours. 3 hours is a lot of time in Final Fantasy MSQing, you know? That's at least 16 dialogues and maybe the possibility of a dungeon. Everyone has arrived and none the worse for fear, except for a certain third promise who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings. Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu Hanu village I was telling you about. Okanu. Could have been done with the zone in that time. Oh, for sure. It's like our friend said, the people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they're still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed, well, let's do what we came to do and find a selector. I feel like it's not going to be that easy, huh? Oho Kali or Oho Kali? Kali? Oho, what now? It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you heard it in the last time you were here. Well, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the third promise and her entourage. Zanu Hali welcome you to Okanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rite of succession. So our idea about the elector was correct. We just do as Papa said and retrace his path from the saga. I'm ready. Give me the feat and test my worth. All in good time, all in good time. In fact, I came to let you know that we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village. Damn, bro. Okay, it's like that. All right. Should we poke around a bit then? We might pick up some clues about the feat. You know, prepare ourselves. That's surprisingly prudent of you. What, you think I'm being too cautious? No, I'm impressed is all. You admire and respect your father who is prone to decisive action, so I expected you to rush in first and ask questions late or never. I do look up to Papa, but you should know that he has a pragmatic side too. The head of reason is the thinker who takes time to consider all the possibilities. With the long naps he takes these days, though, the head of resolve is less restrained by his wisdom. I can't fault you for thinking that all there is to him, but there's more to the Dawn servant you've seen thus far. I should like to speak with the head of the reason one day. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll catch him awake soon enough. To return to the subject at hand, you wish to take a look around Okanu then? Do some groundwork before the feat begins? Something like that. I mean, I could probably pass this test with my eyes closed, but it'll keep us busy while we're waiting. Uklamat has the right of it. As Elder Zanu Hall is a resident of the village, learning more about it can only improve our chances in the feat. My suggested division of forces, for instance, Aaronville, Alizé, and Kryl could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Uklamat, King, and myself will handle the northern half. Nod. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Has there ever been like a statistic for Final Fantasy 14? Like how many heads have nodded in the history of FF14 online? That number's got to be insane. Maybe like 10,000, 20,000. Like in like the actual game of the characters, not each person who plays it. That would be in the like hundreds of millions probably. All right, we got the Aether right there. Can't be measured. Sigh. You heard about the storm, I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and the help the Dawn Service sent, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there is so much else that was lost for good. Vantage point. Surveying. Yeah, a lot of grass and mountains, and I think I just saw an ant on the ground of some sort. The gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. Good observation, King. Glad we tagged you along here. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usually cheery selves. That storm broke more than woods and reeds. There must be something I could do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more. I like the music in this town, too. It's very Hakuna Matata, you know? Very, like, Lion King-ish. The dry and shrunken bundles suggest the reeds were harvested some time ago. It's basically like Final Fantasy music from previous expansions, just like in a different, you know, beat tone. Woven from reeds, the boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. Oh, yeah, true. This boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered in the bundles here and there. The plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the Hanu. Then... Hello, can you hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way. Let's go. Wait, I thought that was a quest turn in. Uh-oh.
No sign of Zorolja or that oversized lout.
How much easier it would be if Soralja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, elder of the Hanu.
All right, I wasn't expecting a regular voice actress like that, but I'll take it.
I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
Oh, of course. Here we go. This fucker's here.
You made it after all.
I'm all right, Momo. I can find him with the compass.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
She's about to tell us, Alphanage. Shut up, bro. Why are we thinking about it? She's going to tell us.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Okay.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Really, bro?
Oh, mercy me. You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
Yeah. She's like, bust a move, bro. Do it. I dare you, bitch.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Bust a move.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The feat of reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
What are we supposed to do again? I don't even know what is it? We gotta like grow plants or some shit? Like
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
Oh,
what of Little Miss Mittens?
Little Miss Mittens.
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you.
A dick.
These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Wait, so like, is Justinia not coming with us in these adventures?
Damn it. I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
Nod. The nod of all nods. Bam, 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 bam. Wow, 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 wow. What's my level? 100? I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to find it. I'll make Baku Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Anvil, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course, follow me. I mean, to be fair, we have like the best Sherlock Holmes in all of Eorzea and Alphanod, so I mean, I think we're going to be okay. I do not foresee an issue here. Fields of gold. You don't say. You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Give me strength. Let's all of us scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. God, we're like her babysitters, man. I don't even think we're here to fight. As Zanu highly described, the reeds appear withered and unhealthy. The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. Paddy mud. The soil in the paddies is, as one would expect, rich in color and suitably moist, not dry nor flaky. A lethargic frog. A small frog catches your eye, strangely lackadaisical. Daisical, whatever. Doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. The reeds are affecting the wildlife. See, enough. I'll call everyone together. We can share our discoveries. Nod. Naj. Well, what do you think? Any obvious problems? Yeah, the field's fucked up. I agree. The waters look to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted. The frogs and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which living among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain. I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers. They suffered a terrible tragedy, I know, but there's another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. The festival. This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. We're doomed. Last time I visited the village was the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hanu more joyful and alive. It is an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. So I say we help them put on their festival, give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows? Maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution to another. Stranger things have happened. All right, so we're going to throw a party. That's how we win. We throw a fucking party. I could throw pretty good parties. Right? Right? I feel there's either a relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways. True, and being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Wuklamat's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. Nod. Nod. Double nod. Thanks, everyone. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven from reeds that looks like a bird. Yep, I saw it. In that big building to the north, let's go and see it. There's no way we solve this situation by throwing a fucking party. There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. Bro, this fucking guy, dude. He's like the grumpy dude of the group. Oh, I was like, yo, man, you don't want to be here. Don't be here, bro. Anybody asked you to be here? Well, technically, someone did ask him to be here, but I prefer he's not here. The Scottish bunny man. He's a sad bunny. Yes, this is the float. I remember. Does it not appear someone damaged you? We should take a closer look. Inspect the festival float. You may move the camera as well and zoom in. Oh, it's like this little zoom in thing. Okay. I forgot how to do this shit. Oh, inspect the festival float. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. Missing eye. Oh, dear. One of the bird's eyes missing a gemstone. Probably a feather missing somewhere. Oh, right here. Missing a one of the thingies. it's definitely broken. How will they lift this great big vessel without all the carrying poles intact? Oh, there's a feather missing there. Or something. It's bent? These tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter the last time I saw them. Well, I think we can all agree the bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it? Oh, here we go. What is going on here? We're admiring your festival floats. It's a shame it's in such poor state due to the recent storm, I gather. Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings. No ihihana. Ihihana, that's what the festival is called. I want to help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs. Do you want us to hold a harvest festival? I know how it sounds, but giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy. The role of festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need a boxica for the missing eye, Iopo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. Two of these I know. A boxica is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment, and Iopo wood is essential for crafting ceremonial instruments. These chosen feathers, however. The winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics. That's something of a problem right now. We Hanu are gifted at employing such air sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. Why don't we have, like, Alphanon or something do it? What? I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of energies you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated. And if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Who fits in that float? You can fit like only two of these guys in there. I know we may have just stumbled upon our solution. Told you, man. Sherlock Holmes over here, bro. The winds chosen would by necessity have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials have been an underlying reason. I'm so confused. He's confused for sure. I'd wager the float is actually a secret weapon for smiting the Hanu foes. Yes, I'm going with that option. So it does what? Unleash rays of searing light from its eyes or some such nonsense? Surely you jest. While an intriguing supposition, I arrived at a slightly different conclusion. The boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. A focus for what? Oh. Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. Nod. We won't know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual, ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float, a tool for magic? This is the first time hearing of it. Don't you live here? In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihihana really does sound like a solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about the focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I'll introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float the last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and poles before, so he should know where and how to produce what we need. Then allow Alize and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okanu to gather and vie for the title of Winds Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. That's why they call it teamwork. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Nod. Double nod. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can. The responsibility is mine after all. I've not introduced myself. My name is Linu Hana. Nice to meet you, Linu Hana, and certainly let's all go together. Sounds good to me, dog. Thanks to Wuklama, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there's something to be said for following one's instincts. More coffers. How many coffers do I have now? Should have like 2, right? Yeah. Looks like chest and boots. I don't need the gear, but the shipwreck's name is Wook Ivu. He's a Zbrawl who only moved to Kozama Uka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. A proper Hanu greeting. Oh, that one. Don't worry, I remember how it goes. I don't. If we shouldn't have any problems, let's head to Okbek Bay to the east of here. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm assuming that's like the next city over or some shit. Oh, no, it's over here. Never mind. I thought it was like the one that was down south. So I wonder, is like the whole MSQ just going through all the electors? That's like what, 1 of 7? Yeah. The fucking face. Go ahead and give me the face. I don't know, Tally. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I haven't done this MSQ but 6 times in a row. This is Okbek Bay, the village of all. Those who drift into Kozama Uka from Tuliol and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wook Ivu, he lives and works in the House of Waters high at the top of the large tree nearby. Follow me. I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. Listen here, lady. I lift, okay? I fucking lift. Damn, what do you get? 54,000 experience for discovering new locations? What the hell? That's crazy. So you get about 110,000 EXP for discovering 2 locations and 1 million experience for completing a quest. So every 20 locations you discover is the equivalent of 1 quest turn in. That's kind of weird. It's a lot. It's not bad. The entire expansion is an elaborate troll hunt streamers. Why?
What do you want with me?
What do you want with me? Who's there? I'm old.
Right. The greeting.
Do it. Do it.
Oho Kali.
Oh, Kali.
Oh, Kali.
Bro, I can imagine at the next fan festival for Final Fantasy, everyone's going to greet each other like that, and it's going to be cringe as shit, but it's going to be funny, and we're all going to love it.
Good. You brought your manners with you. when in Ukanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before. You're Wukramat. Oh, what an unexpected honor for old Wukavu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette.
We've got him, y'all. We've got him. Yes, there's rips today.
Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
What the fuck?
Keep your head.
What the fuck's wrong with this guy, man?
I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, all right?
All right, then. Consider it forgotten.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you worked with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
That's how you
that
say
I
it?
do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials. My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
Screw that. Your head it is.
I can't wait that long. If you tell
Thank
me
you,
where
Doll
to go,
TV. Appreciate it,
I'll
man.
gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right, then. I shan't worry a whit. What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Like a beast. What's up, dude? 3 years finally.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo. We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
Oh, nose pick. Hold on. Oh, got it.
That should save us some time.
All right, then. Let's get moving.
Hey, babe. Level 14? I wouldn't even call that scratching the surface. That's like infant stages.
Chosen One.
But yes.
One of your rivals is making progress.
It would eventually, I mean, the whole MSQ is basically like a solo thing until you, well, even when you get the dungeons, you could do it with, you know, the NPCs instead of actual people, but you could choose to do it with people. Yeah, like Yeah. If you're following the story, it's going to be weeks. You get to the end. Depends how much you play, really. Some people get frustrated, start skipping everything, and then everything gets confusing. Depends what your goal is, honestly.
Iana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
Bro, this is like some Hunger Games shit is what this is, right? Like, I'm getting strong, like, Hunger Games vibes out of this, bro. Anyway, unfortunately, because we lost 3 hours to downtime, which I was not aware of when I started streaming, I do have to go. I got to get my hair cut, head to the card shop, and then we got rips in about 5 hours from now. So, well, 4.5 hours from now. So rips should start at around 3. Depends how long the cut takes, if they're delayed or not or whatever. So make sure you guys come around, hang out, talk some sports, open some cards, yell out a couple of whoos. And I will see you guys in just a few hours over there from the Anvil. That's what we call our rip room. Live from the Anvil. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, so far I'm enjoying the story. It's pretty. It kind of feels like. When you started playing ARR from the beginning, honestly. It's definitely, I would say, the most foundational expansion since the game came out 10 years ago. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like the characters so far. It's about the same amount of dialogue reading and cutscene watching as I would expect from an expansion launch. You know? But obviously it's going to be hard for this expansion to really like affect you if you're expecting it to be like Endwalker, right? Like Endwalker from the beginning was like holy shit to 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 holy shit moments, right? Like every moment was like a fucking insane moment, right? But yeah, it's 3 p.m. Pacific. Once again, 4.5 hours from now ish, and then rips should last around 3-4 hours today, normal time. But anyway, thank you for all the subs, resubs, tips, bits, and all that shit. And I will see you guys later for the rips. Have a gracious and wonderful rest of your morning.